Hey Aquarius, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your November 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Aquarius, you have a lot of support, teamwork, collaborations, friendships, connectivity showing up right away here for you. So if that has been an area that you've struggled with, I feel like you're going to see who is in your corner. You're going to see who's really there for you, and you could even be meeting new people this month as well, because you have the teamwork and the soul tribe card showing up. Now, because you have spiritual toolbox landing right in between them, some of you are connecting to new guides, new ancestors. This could be working on a higher frequency level as well. So you could be connecting to ascended masters. I feel like your spiritual team is opening up to you more. It's not that they haven't been there, although some of you are calling in new helpers from the spiritual realm, but I am getting here opening up and working with that energy more now so than ever, okay? I also see here for you the 10 of Cups, so definitely a feeling of family and again, connectivity, group projects, co-creating with others. You have the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So there could even be healing amongst children or travel. There could be communication coming in for you as well. I'm really excited to see where your monthly reading goes. Now we'll look at health. We'll look at career, money, abundance, love, partnerships. We'll look at it all in this reading for you. Now, at the bottom of the deck, you do have the shadow work card. And as I've been saying in all of the readings, this has been a common card that has shown up for almost everyone. This is also my Scorpio card because this is about doing the work, really looking at some of our shadows. And that's what Scorpio energy can bring about as well. Scorpio can be very intense and bring us to turning on the light in that closet of our psyche, right? And taking a look at it from an angle where we can dig up maybe some buried emotions. This can also be traumas that we've hung on to that may have even created dis-ease in the body. And we'll look at what that dis-ease could be or how it could have manifested or could manifest for you. We'll also look at the different ways that people are showing up for you and what to be mindful of. So with the teamwork, this could be new projects at your work, within your career. You may be hiring new people, or there could be an onboarding where new people are coming in. You could be starting new projects with others as well. You may also be connecting to networks that help you, like bring you resources. So perhaps you're needing a loan and you contact the bank. You could be working with a mortgage officer. You could be working with multiple people to help you towards a dream. And I feel for some of you, this could be a medical team, a medical professional. It could be, you know, a network of friends, really close friends that you have. There may be someone new coming on board. I just feel like there's a plethora of opportunities for you this month to really collaborate. And you have the Pilgrim. Interesting. There was also another, I think 2 other signs. Libra may have been one of them. So there's something in the air for you, air signs, quite literally here. But the Pilgrim is a really powerful energy. And yeah, you're stepping outside of a comfort zone and you're thinking big, you're expanding. That's why you have all these people here in your energy, because there is a networking that you are putting out there. It's like you're putting out these spidey senses, right? You're putting out your frequencies, your vibration, and you're going to see that you're attracting that which you are putting out there. And I see the radar kind of going off here and a lot of people coming towards you, Aquarius. You may offer help to others. Your light might be shining like that lighthouse. And I feel like you're lighting the way. And a lot of people want to be in this energy that you are attracting in. Your first card out here, Aquarius, is teamwork. This is support, group effort, co-creation. So you could be creating something quite profound, just like when you're building a home, right? You bring in a network of people that can help you build a home, such as, a plumber, an electrician, a carpenter, maybe a painter. And there's tons of different people that help you build something that you want. So this could be any area of your life. There are people that have resources that can benefit you, and you have resources that can benefit them. So there is an exchange happening for you this month. And I do see a helping hand. Now, whenever I get the hands, this is my healer hand. So some of you are healers, and there could be a surplus of clientele, right? There could even be an opportunity to help others in some way, or to receive help this month. All right, you have spiritual toolbox. Some of you are really digging deep into that spiritual well, and you could be learning about intuition, learning about tarot, human design, astrology. You could be learning Reiki, whatever it is that you are curious about. Maybe you want to learn more about crystals or sound therapy or how to meditate. You may even be listening to podcasts or watching YouTube videos. There's something here that you are wanting to learn more about. And with this Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck, Spirit is saying here, uncover your curiosity. That's interesting. Okay. Uncover your curiosity. So whatever it is that you are curious about, don't be afraid to dive into it with this Page of Wands, because the pages of tarot are the students. They're curious, they're creative, especially this one. And I do feel like there could be a message, a download, a class, or a sign or synchronicity that shows up for you to focus more intently on maybe your own spiritual gifts. Okay, because a lot of you are opening up. You may have the gift, well, you do, you're an air sign, so it does come naturally for you, but you may be embracing your gift of communication. And that's what I see all over your reading here, is the gift of gab, the gift of being able to communicate, reach people on a deeper level than just surface. You're able to help people out here, Aquarius. And in return, I feel like you yourself are finding helpful people. So there is, again, some form of really powerful but yet magical exchange that is happening for you. You may be connecting with a new, again, spirit guide, or you're meeting your spirit guide I don't want to say for the first time. You've known their energy because we have one or two main spirit guides, but there could be someone that's coming in and helping you with your career or with your love, or again, with your spiritual gifts, guiding you to not doubt yourself and bringing more information in for you to trust, not doubt. And some of you, that has been a struggle. And I do see you working with, oracle, tarot, crystal, maybe runes, maybe pendulums. Maybe you're saging your home, or you're creating a sacred space, maybe in your backyard or within your home, that it feels very peaceful, feels very relaxing. This could even be creating that part within you where you feel like you can be centered and grounded. There's something here that's really profound about this spiritual toolbox. And I also see, and I haven't even looked down to see what's come out yet, but you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is our higher power. And to me, it is taking a look at everything that we have learned through society, through educational systems, our parents. This can be, mentors and teachers and, everything that we have learned here on earth, and holding them against our own blueprint, our own intuition, what resonates with our energy. And if there's anything that needs to be shed, right? Any limiting beliefs or, any traditions that they no longer serve us, or if we are meant to non-conform to something that we've learned, this is basically us trusting in our higher power and ascending. And that's what I see you doing here, is taking a look at, everything you have learned. And some of you are unlearning. You're unlearning by being curious about new things. Telling yourself that's not the only way. Yes, I was taught this one way of doing this, but that doesn't have to be the end all be all. Perhaps I can do it this way and I can be more productive. I can make more money. I can be happier in my relationships. I can expand my energy to attract what it is that I really truly align with and want, because I know it's part of my divine blueprint. So that's what's happening here with this spiritual toolbox. And a lot of you are going to meet some new people this month. This could be your forever people, right? This could be a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And I feel for some of you, this is soul tribe that you will really bond with. And maybe you have been praying for or wanting a new bestie in your life. Maybe you've been wanting a lover, or, just a partner that can do things with you. It doesn't have to be romantic. For some of you, it could be, right? But I feel like you're also expanding your family. So some of you could find out that there's a birth, or someone's pregnant. There could even be marriage, where families are joining together, blending the energies of family of origin, family dynamics. I also see maybe two different families coming together from two different cultures, ethnicities, background. And I feel like this is a beautiful blend. It's a really beautiful, because it's exactly the energy that was meant to come together. And I do see here a shared journey. So you're going to find some people this month. You're being guided to stay open, because these people, they are part of your divine blueprint. They're part of your life. They're meant to come in and help you. You are meant to come into their lives and help them. This isn't a coincidence, right? And I feel like this could be family, connections, other people who maybe even felt alienated themselves from time to time, or they've felt lonely. It almost feels like they've been wanting the same thing that you've been wanting here. Because we have the shadow at the bottom of the deck, we also have adventure and belief system. So whenever I get the belief system card, this is basically the Hierophant. And we just talked about that. This is taking a look at any limiting beliefs and reprogramming, taking a look at how we talk to ourselves. If we are wanting a best friend, are we our own best friend? Do we talk to ourselves the way that we would talk to a best friend, right? Or a lover, or, a parent or a family member. And I feel like you have raised your vibrations, raised your frequencies, because you've done a lot of the shadow work. And a lot of times people say, well, Mel, what is that shadow work? It is turning the light on in the closet and taking a look at those cobwebs so you can clean them. And yeah, sometimes it's scary. You don't want to get in there. There could be a big old spider waiting, right? But I feel like that's what's necessary in order for you to create more space in your life, right? And in order to know kind of what's what. Think of that closet that you just jam stuff into, right? You jam stuff in there. You don't even know what's in the corners of it. And you maybe had a favorite shirt that you don't even know where it's at because it's in that closet. And I feel like there's something here about you reorganizing, restructuring, and cleaning out the old to make way for new. And it's about taking a look at the ego self, taking a look at maybe addictions. Where do we tend to numb ourselves? Where do we run? What do we need to work on that could be buried or suppressed? What traumas may be manifesting? So let's look at health. Starting off here, Aquarius, please see the disclaimer in the description box below the video. But the Hierophant has been showing up in a lot of signs. So this talks about emotional support. And I'm looking at the major arcanas for health in this reading. So it can be lack of emotional support. And I feel like that's what's turning around here for you. Now, the Hierophant in terms of health can also be nutritional deficiencies. So some of you may not be getting all of the nutrients that you need. I mean, I know as well as you that we don't always eat our fruit. We don't always eat our vegetables, right? But I feel like this is a month where you are really being guided to take a look at your health or what you are putting into your body. Food, basically, food and drink, food and beverages. Of course, it's also about the energy that you connect with, what you watch on TV, you know, social media, things of that nature. But I am getting with the Hierophant, a lot of us are deficient of iron, of zinc, right? Those are two that are showing up here for you. And I'm also getting here immunity. Like this can be, the Hierophant can be about denoting basically a strong immune system that can resist illness, can resist some of those viruses that we've been seeing over the last 5 years. I mean, they've always been around. Viruses have always, you know, been here, but they've multiplied, right? And they've grown and they've become stronger and more advanced. But so is our bodies, so is our frequencies. We have the ability to heal through food and through nutritional, you know, energies, and being, instead of lack of deficiencies where it allows those pathogens to grow. I feel like you're really taking a look at the foods that you put in your body. Some of you may be reading labels more. You may be trying to cut out processed foods, processed sugars, because you're going to want to build up that immunity. And I'm also getting here with this Hierophant. And again, this is shown up for a lot of signs. You're not the only one here, Aquarius. This is about getting a second opinion when it comes to medical advice, because this can be inadequate advice, not just from doctors, but it could even be from health, like nutritionists, or people who say, this is a healthy supplement, take it. Right? Or if you go to like Walmart, or if you go to a store and you're like, yeah, this looks like it could be a good, you know, a good vitamin for me. And you go ahead and buy it and you start to take it. But what you don't realize is on the back of that label, the way in which it's made or created isn't healthy. So it's actually doing more harm than good. So be mindful of what you are putting into your body, Aquarius, okay? And also don't be afraid to get a second opinion, and trust, you know, trust that your body has the ability to heal, but you also have the ability to learn what you need to help it heal. All right. We also have the Star showing up here when it comes to health. The Star can be issues with blood circulation. It can be the nervous system, as well as ankles, legs, right? You know, and I'm also getting with this as above, so below. And it's interesting because she's, you can see an ankle, you can see a foot kind of sneaking out, but I feel like Reiki or energy work could be very beneficial for some of you, but also, again, getting to the root of these problems is going to be significant. But the Star does denote healing. And some of you may have even had body spasms where your body just starts to kind of spaz out a little bit. That could be your nervous system. That could be nerves or nerve damage. But do be mindful of circulation, blood flow. That is showing up here with the Star. And then what else do we have for health here, Spirit? Yeah, working on making sure you're not over medicating. And this can even be overdoing it with healthy vitamins or substances. So just be on the lookout for that as well. Now, belief system, I am getting the head, migraines or headaches or pressure to the third eye. If we are stuck with our beliefs, that can manifest as a dis-ease in that crown chakra. And you can work with this energy by meditating more, trusting, and working with the spiritual tools that you have in your toolbox. Okay. All right. Let's move on here. We have the Four of Wands showing up. There's a celebration in store here, Aquarius. Four of Wands is the card of 1111, and we actually have the 1111 portal on, of course, the 11th of November. It's one of my favorite days. It's a day of manifestation. It's a day of, setting intentions and goals. I always create a vision board on 11/11 because it's just a very heightened energy. And if you want to know how to harness that energy more, if you haven't already signed up for my monthly newsletter, I don't spam your email, just one a month. You can sign up, go to intuitivesoulcoach.com, scroll all the way to the bottom, sign up for that newsletter. It comes out the first of the month. I talk a lot about that 11/11 portal, and it is showing up here for you. Now, Four of Wands can be, a new home. It can be moving in together. It's the card of marriage, family, stability, foundation. For those of you who've had a bit of lack of harmony lately, or there wasn't a lot of cooperation or a lot of support, things are about to change. There's going to be something worth celebrating here with this, and utilize and harness that 11/11 energy. Take advantage of it, Aquarius. This is a powerful time. I'm also seeing these two dancing, and this has been showing up a lot as well on a collective level, because I feel like it's important for us to get out of our heads, which can be a very heady energy for us air signs. I'm a Libra with an Aquarius moon, and it's important to drop into the body. So do some ecstatic dance, do some yoga, go hiking, go out walking, move the body, do some hula hooping, go dance in the rain, do whatever you need to do to drop into that body and celebrate, right? Celebrate the body that you're in, celebrating the life that you have, and really shift your vibration. And then you're going to see a huge shift in your external world as well. So I'm loving the Four of Wands starting off. Now you do have the King of Wands. It's showing up here a tad bit in the reverse. So we're going to talk about, when the King of Wands is low on energy or isn't feeling at their best. Let's start when they are feeling at their best. They're an influencer. They're someone who marches to the beat of their own drum. They are very active, very passionate, very goal-oriented, very driven. This can also be the entrepreneur. Now, someone who's driven by success and adventure and very resourceful as well. Someone who's assertive, not afraid to express their ideas. And I see here that this is you. This is part of what you could be celebrating here. But when he's showing up as maybe a little bit in reverse, see that lion in the background? That lion, the strength energy, can get the best of him. He self-doubts his gifts. He tends to maybe fight or flight. When he's not living up to his fullest potential, he can become stubborn. He can become bossy, dominant, and even inflexible. And that is something you are being asked to address, either within your own psyche. This could be a part of your own persona here, Aquarius, or this is the energy that you've maybe dealt with. Maybe it's a partner that you have. It could be a boss that you've had, but I see you facing something, and there is a huge opportunity to heal it. Because some of you, this is a commitment that you are going to give way to. Aquarius, when you commit to something, you go all in. You don't want to do it, half mass, right? I feel like you want it to go big, go home, go strong, right? And I feel like you are someone, you want to succeed, right? Who doesn't? But you really want to take it all the way. And when I see the Hierophant and the Star, this is spiritual alignment. This is dreams manifesting, and it's because you're remembering who your biggest co-creating partner is. Who is it, Aquarius? Who's your biggest co-creating partner? Spirit, God, universe, whatever you call your higher power, right? There's this energy force that we are tapped into, that we are connected to at all times. Look at the star. She's holding on to that string. And think of this string as the golden cord that connects us to all things, the divine, right? And I feel like there's this divinity bubbling up within you. Remember, you've had it all along. It's not something that's ever been cut or severed. We feel that way sometimes. We certainly do, but it's there all along. And I feel like you're regaining a sense of confidence here with this King of Wands. And this may have to do with your business. It may have to do with your career. It could be showing up in the world, being that influencer, that healer that you are. It could be making choices that, yeah, it could be scary, but it's going to put you out there, and you have to be courageous enough to take the steps because you're born for this, Aquarius. You are born for this, whatever this is for you. There's an ultimate blessing coming in, one that you've wanted since you are a very small Aquarius. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is happiness, bliss, family, community. It's a sense of togetherness. It could be happily ever after. For some of you, you are meeting a soulmate. You could be meeting a King of Wands, someone that you marry if you're not already with them. We'll talk about love here in just a moment, but this is definitely a high level commitment. Now, for others of you, you could really be bossing up, I should say, and stepping into your role as a spiritual leader. And this is something that's going to benefit you, benefit your family. It's going to help others. It's going to bring people together. You have this sense of togetherness that I've never seen so much of in a reading. I mean, teamwork, soul tribe, 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups, with the spiritual help of all of your guides and your teams. This is profound. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just noticed this. Queen of Wands. This is a divine counterpart, a divine partnership here. If you haven't already met this person, you're about to. If you are already in this union, there's massive healing around this. I mean, this is powerful. Whatever you got going on here, it's big. It is big, and it goes beyond just you and the small egoic self, the small self that we feel we are at times. This is big. This is divine. And I also feel for those of you that have been feeling a little bit stuck, right? Maybe you are in a partnership. And again, I haven't even peeked, but we'll clarify love here in a moment. There is an expansion showing up here, an expansion of energies that take you and this dynamic to the next level. And it is spiritually and divinely orchestrated. All right. I mean, wow, I'm loving this, Aquarius. Let's look at career. Let's look at money, abundance, wealth. For those of you that are business owners, maybe you're retired, maybe you work in the corporate world, maybe you're unemployed, maybe you're a student. We'll look at it all here. Some of you are building in silence, okay? You're building in silence, or you are not letting others silence you, okay? You're moving in silence while you continue to build, but I am getting the message here, a little bit of that, you know, not letting other people silence you. There's something about being heard. This is about your voice, and some of you have been silenced in the past, or you have kept something to yourself. It could be a family secret. It could be some sort of, you know, something that was difficult that you'd gone through. But I feel like this is being freed. There's a liberation here around this. Try not to share. I mean, of course, take whatever side of this silence. I'm getting like the sound of silence, that song, the sound of silence. Try not to share too much with the wrong people because some people are going to be jealous because you're having a massive glow up here. I mean, some of you, this is fame as well with the star. And I think I see a fame card in here. Are we getting a, yep, there it is, fame. You have the face. Aquarius, some of you are the face of a company, face of your own company. There's a shift happening here. You're being seen, and that may upset people because people get jealous, right? People project. People wish that they could do what you do, and they can if they just believe in themselves, right? So you can be that light. You can be the catalyst in other people. Even if at first it seems like it's triggering them, you actually are the catalyst in their own growth and healing. And maybe other people have been the catalyst in yours. Most likely, yes, because it is like a spider web. Everything reaches out, even if we don't always see it while we're in it. Silence is the best way to increase personal power. I'm also getting here with this card, be mindful of what's out there. News, media. Yeah, social media is a big one. That can be a big perception, right? But I feel that you are changing the dynamic in a sense of social media potentially, where if you are an influencer, I feel like what you're delivering is very beneficial, very helpful than some of what we are seeing out there that drags us down. Okay, so perhaps you will not be silenced. Maybe there's things that you want to say. You could be receiving downloads spiritually about what's going on, and people have tried to keep you silent, right? And I feel like you're saying, this needs to get out in the open. I need to share my story. I need to tell what I'm being told. You could even be channeling information from a guide, from maybe Galactic Federation, or from someone who's crossed over even. You could be a medium. And I feel like you are meant to speak up. For those of you that it resonates, it sounds like there's two sides here. Some of you are keeping something silent for now, but for others of you, you're being guided to speak up. Now, with the moon card here, we have a powerful moon showing up on the 1st of November. That's a Scorpio moon. So we kick off Scorpio season with that full moon, which brings a lot of intensity. It really does. And it can bring about a little bit of that unknown, but trust that you're being guided. Trust that you're being guided here. And some of you, when it comes to work, you may be bringing in multiple streams of income, or it may feel like there's been a lot of uncertainty, but look at what we have here. What's hanging off that moon? The star. There's a brighter future coming in here. And if you felt like you had money going out one pocket, right, coming in one pocket, out the other, or if you were, maybe I'm getting some of you, if you were really struggling with the unknown, like, am I still going to have a job? Am I meant to be in this position? I feel like there's a bright opportunity coming in for you with the star showing up twice. And I love this. You have the shift, you have the face, and you have the clover. Taking your career in a totally different direction. Yeah, some of you, you're shifting gears. You're shifting gears because of some information that you are learning, or that you've channeled, or because of some help that shows up here for you. And I feel like there's someone pivotal on your path who is actually going to help you step outside the comfort zone. Some of you could even be joining partnership with maybe a spouse. Maybe you and your spouse go in together and you do something that is very profitable. For others of you, I mean, this King and Queen of Wands, it doesn't have to be a love dynamic. This is a partnership here that has a lot of knowledge, worldly knowledge that they bring to the table, and they can be a very, very beautiful partnership. They help each other out in a very profound way. Have the courage. Oh my gosh, there's the lion. Have the courage to change course, continue to grow, change, and learn. Because some of you, you've reached the end of a route, right? You've reached the end of a journey where you cannot continue traveling in one direction. Therefore, you're going to pivot. You're going to move in a new direction here. And this new direction may require you to invest in yourself, to really step up to the plate here with the face card. This is money skills, investor. Someone could be investing or headhunting you. You could be reaching out to other people at this time for group collaborations, for work projects, clientele. You could be building a clientele base. I'm getting here, some of you are tunneling. Okay, so maybe tunneling, or, you know, bringing people to your like email list, or to a website, or to your social media platform. You may be drawing people in some way this month. You're self-made here. This is fame, exposure, and reputation. And when these two work together, woo, we see that stairway on up. And that stairway on up is bliss. Okay, so there's a commitment coming in here, and it's divinely inspired, and it could help a lot of people. It could bring in the ultimate blessing for you and your family as well as others all over the globe. I see here your reputation It's like they say your reputation precedes you, right? And sometimes that can get a negative connotation, right? Maybe especially if you don't have a great reputation, but I feel you do. You do, Aquarius. You have worked hard and you may be receiving a lot of good feedback. You could have maybe some good reviews coming in. This can be people are basically patting you on the back saying, job well done. Job well done. And you're catching a lucky break here. This is the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarian energy. Sag shows up at the end of November. And this is about a turning point. We create our own luck. Yes, there's destiny and fate, but it's because you have been aligning your energies to this moment, right? You've been preparing yourself for this. And this can be taking a risk, gambling. It can be, good fortune and chance. It is finances, risky business, but it's going to be a surprise. And some of you could be working outdoors. You could be bringing something together with people, as a retreat, or maybe you're doing yoga outside, or you're working with, plant medicine or foods from the earth. Some of you, this is outdoorsy type of energy. I mean, I'm loving this. This is really, really good. And with the shadow at the bottom, I feel like the biggest struggle for you may be finding the right support or networking group to be able to help you grow and expand. And that doesn't look to be a problem here this month. All right, let's look at love. What do we have for love? All right, good for you. Aquarius, some of you moved on. Some of you cut ties, you moved on, you received what you needed to, and you've progressed. And it could be even that someone that you once were connected to, maybe on a deep soul level, they could be seeing you happy and moved on, and maybe you're already in a new relationship here, or perhaps someone else is in a relationship, but I feel like you're happy for them, or it almost feels like you don't have that pang of hurt or betrayal anymore for an individual that may have, upset the energies. Okay. And I feel like it takes two here. So some of you, there was maybe an amicable ending, maybe just a friendship kind of, you didn't give it as much energy and it kind of fell to the wayside. For others of you, your ship has arrived. Your ship has arrived here. And it does look like that you have someone definitely interested in you. And I feel like a lot of you already could be married. You're about to get married. You're meeting someone that you will marry. But this is a blooming romance. It's flirting. It's wanting to date. This is choosing each other no matter how long you've been together, right? It's the teddy bear energy, choosing date nights, even when children are involved, right? Even when you start to have children, even when you grow and advance in your careers, even when you're changing the way that you look, right? We're constantly evolving in relationships, but we have to make sure that we draw in that energy and check in from time to time. And I feel like that's what some of you are redoing this month with the rebuilding card. The hammer, sabotage and rebuild. Some of you, there has been sabotage. There has been a feeling of not putting in the effort, right? But I see that someone is persistent here. Someone wants to work on it. Someone wants to heal and mend and, grow and evolve. And I'm hearing grow old with each other. But it's going to require work. Those relationships, it requires one to be open and be aware and be flexible and, bring in that energy of connectivity. So if you've come to the table with any of these shadows, instead of feeling like there's an I in the word team, right? That's something you're addressing because there is no I in team. And I feel like you're repairing something here that may have felt a little bit broken, maybe even something that you didn't want to look at with the not today card. Boundaries has been a big thing here for you. And I feel like you have set boundaries, Aquarius, and some of you were avoiding, or someone could have been avoiding talking to or connecting with you. And if that's the case, I feel like you've moved on from it. You've said, I tried to make my peace, but it's their loss. And if they don't want me in their life, I can't force it, but I'm also not going to dwell in that energy any longer. And a lot of you have done a lot of work on your belief system, your conditioning. If there was an event that was replaying over and over and over again, right, an outdated thinking or conditioning, or if something had happened to you, I feel like you're healing and you're moving on from it. With the old school, you've updated from the cassette player to, you know, Spotify, and I feel like you're living in this new energy here, and it does look quite exciting. All right, last but not least, you have the Pilgrim. So again, Libra energy, and maybe it was it Virgo? I can't remember the other sign. I mean, maybe, no, it wasn't Gemini, but I definitely feel like this is important here for you. All right, let's look at the Pilgrim. And I always say, whenever I see the Pilgrim, I mean, if you're as old as I am, you remember Oregon Trail in school, right? You'd go stick in the floppy disk, right? And you'd play Oregon Trail in computer class. That reminds me of this card, but the meaning is, you know, very beautiful. The meaning is the wanderer. It's the traveler. It's the apprentice. Aquarius, for the Pilgrim, an outward journey is always an inward journey. This archetypal wanderer seeks wisdom, experience, and meaning in the farthest reaches of the globe and the deepest regions of the spirit. Others will wonder when the Pilgrim will settle down and claim a more conventional life. But the Pilgrim knows that the heart belongs in motion. Where there is motion, there is freedom, expansion, and growth. Responsibilities, social conventions, and logistics lull us to sleep, and soon the Pilgrim becomes veiled in the slumber of the day-to-day. Yet, when this archetype awakens, it rallies our sense of adventure and leads us out the door toward a new reality. With the Pilgrim at your side, you will never lack courage, nor do you need every amenity. Travel light, travel soon. Your spirit needs it. Beautiful. And I am getting here, you know, with the Four of Wands, and we talked about that, you know, get into your body a little bit more. You know, we see the Hierophant, we see the Ten of Cups. This could be you being able to expand your group, expand your environment. And I am getting expansion here big time for you. When this is showing up as the light energy, which I see a lot of light, I see that coming in from the stars here. This is about learning. It's about growing, adapting, and studies. And we talked about studying with that Page of Wands. When it's showing up as the dark, which I do see here, the shadow, it can be aloof, it can be non-committal, and it can be flaky, right? And that's not helpful when we are trying to, you know, bring about a sense of belonging or community here. And you can travel, right? The Pilgrim travels with their family. And I feel like there is a sense of, and like it says here too, the Pilgrim, an outward journey, it's always an inward journey. Even in the stillness of meditation, the Pilgrim feels the movement of the heart towards what it loves. And that's the Ten of Cups. Some of you are chasing what you love, and good. This is about you stepping outside the comfort zone, outside maybe the traditional way of doing things. We all have a deep longing to answer the call to get unstuck. What are the obstacles between you and the door? Drop that in the comment section below, Aquarius. What are the obstacles between you and the door? Or what do you feel is blocking, right? What do you feel is holding you back? For a lot of you, it's going to be this, the limiting belief, right? Tell me a limiting belief. Drop it in the comment section. If you want to be entered into that free reading giveaway, drop it below, and then I want you to replace it with a new belief, right? So perhaps, for example, I cannot move forward with my dream job because I don't have the funds to do so, right? Maybe that's the limiting belief. And maybe the new belief is the universe, because again, this isn't just a single I, this is team. You're co-creating with the universe. The universe provides for me in all ways, and allows this to manifest, this or something better. So you get my drift there, but take a look at a belief that you may have and replace it, or any block that you may feel you have. Drop it below. I'll enter you into that free reading giveaway. If you want to take this a step further, take a look at Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken, or Mameen by David White. Those are, I believe, poems. So if you want to dive further into this pilgrimaging energy, look at those poems. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Expansion, growth, and opening up to your curiosities here, and community coming in big time. And the people that are meant to go with you on your travels or meant to help you expand outside your comfort zone, they're coming in for you. So trust the process. Thank you again so much for tuning in, Aquarius. I hope this was helpful. If so, again, thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell, do all the things. And thank you again for being here. Lots of love.